January is Firefighter Cancer Awareness Month, and studies show firefighters nationwide are more likely to get cancer than the general population. But as Northern News Now's Mitchell Zimmerman reports, one department in Duluth is making an effort to extinguish cancer within their ranks.
It is important. It is a problem.
A problem that is now killing more firefighters than ever before. Cancer.
On average, we see cancer higher than the general population.
Sean Crigé, the chief of the Duluth Fire Department, says firefighters are more likely to get lung and stomach cancer, making Firefighter Cancer Awareness Month ever more important.
This is something that firefighters go through not just in January, but every day.
Every single day, the department has made steps to make sure they avoid the worst outcomes.
We do have an extractor at every station, so all our firefighters can get cleaned up, wash their gear, have it ready to go for the next call or the next shift anyways.
And those big fires have forced the department to come up with new ways to keep the soot away. After going to one of those huge fires, they take their equipment and put it in a cancer prevention compartment. They then put their equipment into these compartments, and that way, all of the stuff that's covered in all of that heavy smoke is separate from their clean stuff. Cancer within the firefighting community has spurred new legislation, but it hits home for Crigé.
We've actually got a person who's out right now. One of our current members is out battling cancer, battling prostate cancer.
And Firefighter Cancer Awareness Month is all about
getting that word out there that this does happen. If you do have cancer, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that have it.
In Duluth, Mitchell Zimmerman, Northern News Now.
That legislation mentioned is the Federal Firefighters Fairness Act, which was passed by Congress last year and guarantees federally employed firefighters compensation for certain illnesses, including cancer. Crigé says there are resources for firefighters battling cancer through the Minnesota Fire Initiative. We have those details on our website, northernnewsnow.com.